Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 4-0. The Texas Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox, 4-3. The Bronx Bombers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium, 6-3. Irvin Santana earned the 3rd W of his season, helping lead the Twins over Milwaukee 4-1. The Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 12-4. The Oakland Athletics combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-2. The Boston Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Rays 4-1. Luis Gohara had his first victory of the year as the Braves downed the Marlins 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers put up 16 hits on the day as they pulled away from the Nationals 11-4. The Mets launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-7. The Reds amassed 14 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 7-6. The Padres combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 1-0. The St. Louis Cardinals racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-2. The Colorado Rockies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they dismantled the Giants 13-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Getting ready for baseball under Houston. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Cleveland Indians and the Houston Astros. Houston find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Lance McCullers is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Behind 0-2 now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. A check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
This is in the air to left. Pena has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwin, as they call him. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Striding in for the Indians, Jason Kipnis, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Kipnis, or Kip for short, is making a bid to be an all-star this year with his strong season. He's currently the 2nd leading vote getter amongst second basemen.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. McCullers has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Jose Ramirez is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pena is there. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Indians leave 1. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Trevor Bauer. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's only 2 for 10. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Up around the face.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, third baseman, Alex.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope,
good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And a fastball just a bit up.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Naquin's on his horse. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. Reddick is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. He scores as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Nope.
Ball 1. No outs, nobody on. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's taken him deep once. To short. Lindor right there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm a big fan of what Brian McCann has done for this team lately. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Digging in, George Springer. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. He's set, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looped out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Batting 10th, third baseman, Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. Bauer pauses. First pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Lindor scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 2 and the Indians nothing. Here's Michael Brantley. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's 2 for 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit towards center. And there's a base hit. The first one of the ball game for the Indians.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
So coming to the plate, Eric Thames. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Brantley on at first. Nobody out. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Full count now, 3-2. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Reddick. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Norman Payne, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit to short. Correa fields it cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Ready now, Tyler Naquin, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Correa on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher,
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1. Now the 0-1. And a neck high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Pena has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
Leading off for the Astros, catcher, Brian McCann.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. The high fastball is in there. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And right into the shift. Lindor charging this one, and that's the first out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Tyler White will bat next. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. This year against right-handed pitching, White is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box, Rob Pena. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bauer into his motion, coming at him with the 0-1. And oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Lindor has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Will move ahead to the third, tied 2-2. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the 3rd inning in this one on MLB Network. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Just missed with a breaking ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-1 pitch. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
And he fouls this one off. One and two, here it comes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Altuve for 1. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. And that misses, ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a strike. And now a pitch on the way. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Gurriel is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Indians fail to score. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all even at 2 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Reddick. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home 3rd. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Again a 1-2. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Ball one to start the at-bat. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
No strike.
Two-0 count. The pitch hit hard on the ground is short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
In now, Jose Altuve. A line shot to third base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. High and deep to right center. Naquin's on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Reddick rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-2 ball game. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Here's George Springer. There goes Bregman off of first. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Well, obviously not fighting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in to try it again, Yuli Gurriel. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Bregman at second. Springer at first. 2 out in the inning. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Thames has got it, and the side is retired. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Astros on top, 3-2. Edwin Encarnacion now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed up a little high. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Reddick moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Brantley stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 7, Eric Thames.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eric Thames. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
In now for Cleveland, Norman Payne. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
The 0-1 on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. One left for the Tribe. They trail 3-2. Next up for the Brian McCann. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Brian McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, McCann brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Tyler White will bat next, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat. A cold strike on the inside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Naquin. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Into the box now, Rob Pena, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-0 pitch on the way. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
In today's game, with so many shifts being deployed on a day-to-day basis, for a batter to stay tall and drive a backdoor breaking ball the other way fires me up.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Softly hit out to short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Bauer pauses. First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. They're up 3-2. Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home to short. Correa is there, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Second baseman number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Now batting, Jason Kipnis. He was a double play victim last time around. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Mejia, the runner at second with one away. And he misses again, 2-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve, and there are two away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
This is pulled into right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, Hero. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now 6-3.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 41, the Red Peacock. The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 4 runs here in this half inning. 1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Eric Thames would be next. Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Indians lead it 6-3. Digging in once again, Jose Altuve, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Not close. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. And the pitch on 2-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you see on the graphic, he's currently 3rd best on this Astros ball club. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 takes this the other way to right. Payne is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Stepping up now, George Springer. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one gets away. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
The 1-0 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
First baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. In his career, Gurriel possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Eric Thames. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Eric Thames.
Here comes the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Reddick has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, right fielder, Norman Haynes.
Striding in once again, Norman Hayne. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Six runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Francisco Mejia would be next. The 3-0 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Naquin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded to short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Indians leave one as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. This is skied into short left center. Ramirez is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Tyler White. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Popped up. Thames over to his right. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Rob.
Digging in and looking for more, Rob Pena. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's 1-2. One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Ball 3.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit on the ground to third. Kipnis. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now back, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll get back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bauer pauses. Here's the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And that misses 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
A fastball that just misses inside. Alex Bregman would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll head. Tony Zitch trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ready on 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. The 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set, and the pitch. That's a tough take.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa, number 13 for him on the year, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Here's George Springer. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And this is low, ball one. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. 1-0. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Gurriel at second with 2 down. Heading out towards shallow right. Payne is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Indians 6 and the Astros 4. Buddy Bashir has been summoned from the. Will do so to start the 8th.
Buddy Bashir.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
From the stretch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. Slow roller back to the mound. And that's the second out.
First baseman number 7.
Eric Thames will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Softly hit here to the left side. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Trevor Rosenthal is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
44, Trevor Rosenthal.
Tyler White will bat next. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out to right field. Payne has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready once again, Rob Pena. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Astros.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Reddick. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well.
Third baseman.
Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Ball 1 strike.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 is a sinker in the dirt.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Moving under it, Payne, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. Score remains steady at 6-4. Hector Rondon enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Norman Payne will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, Astros.
So striding forward now, Francisco Mejia. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Plays off again, and it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Jason Kipnis is on deck. Hit high and deep to right center. Reddick on the run. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Second baseman, number 22.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. To first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Indians 7 and the Astros 4. Cody Allen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Digging in once again, Jose Altuve. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Allen, a 6'1" right-hander. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Bounce to first. Played on the backhand. And he barely gets to the bag in time, and a close play for out number one.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He went deep last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Springer.
Next up for the Astros, George Springer. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Allen has the target. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Houston. Up around the face.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
2-2 the count. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in.
And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
7-4 the final finish today. The Cleveland Indians used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Trevor Bauer earned his 9th win of the year. Lance McCullers permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Cody Allen hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Astros, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.